Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Johnny Paycheck coming at you from the dirty Duval. It's a great day here in the Sunshine State, so I want to jump on and tell you to quit wasting time going to smoke shops and jiffy stores to get your smoking materials. Enjoy your day and have that shit sent right to your house. Keep it simple, stoner. Stop spending all your De Niro, Scratch, Skrilla, whatever you call it, on all that shit too, and go to dollarblazeclub.com and use promo code CWPR25 and get 25% off. That's the highest discount you'll see anywhere. And if there's one thing the Red knows, it's how high. Timbo!
What's up, party people? This is Conversations with Paycheck and Red.
An inappropriate comedy podcast.
Have you ever taken a photo of your own butthole?
Do you enjoy the smell of hot dog water?
Do you have random conversations about dildos?
Well, this is the podcast for you.
Just two good old boys who have no holds barred conversation.
All while laughing inappropriately.
Yep, that's right, listeners. Paycheck and Red have gotten themselves into another inappropriate conversation.
Three, two. Yeah, I used to take him to parties. If we went out and about, he would just sit there. Like, he would find a place to sit, and he would just stay there the whole time. He was like an introvert. Like, he would drink, and he'd smoke pot or whatever, but he was really introverted. So he would just sit there, and like, I'd catch him, and he'd get drunk, and I'd catch him, and he would just be looking at people and murmuring stuff to himself. The drunk.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Let's go ahead and start this thing. Ready? In 3,
Hell yeah.
2, 1. Hey there! Didn't see you come in. That's on me. That's my bad. Sorry about that. Welcome back. Appreciate y'all swinging by, hanging out with myself. I'm Paycheck, and as always, I'm with my best friend Red, who lives 500 miles away, and I talk to him every day, and I love the guy. And here we are again.
What's up, party people? This episode is brought to you by Red's Bong Rips, keeping Clear Eyes in business since 420. What's up with you?
Man, just same old, living life. Blessed. Blessed
Blessed be.
Oh, blessed and blessed.
Blessed is the fruit.
I learned something about like people go through this little depressive state. You know what I mean? Like, maybe things ain't going your way, or you're having a tough time at the job, or your family life's not all that great. Sometimes that puts people in a dark place, and I've known of men who have committed suicide because they lost their job.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, but if you like, you gotta acknowledge that there's a dark place there. You know what I mean? And work at it, and you know what I mean, and talk to it, and figure it out. You know what I mean? Yep. And get out and do shit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's really on how you look at things. So.
Yeah, I mean, with darkness comes a little bit of light every now and then, man. So people have to look out for them sunshiny days.
But you have to, you almost have to force yourself to go outside and, and continue on with life. There's been some times where You just shack up for 5-6 days. You don't talk to nobody. You know what I mean? You just kind of veg out. But that's like the wrong thing to do.
Yeah, man.
Because if you don't leave the house for a few days, shit gets weird.
What you mean weird?
Well, I mean, you like your brain fucks with you.
Right.
Like if you're unemployed, for example. Okay, so you have days off, but the whole time, if you're a good man and you provide for your family, those 5 days are spent you clowning yourself, being hard on yourself.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I got to do dishes now, and I got to get up when the wife gets up, because God forbid I can't lay here in bed if I'm unemployed and she's getting up going to work. You know what I mean?
You got to get up when she does, right?
Yeah.
You go lay back down when she leaves, though.
No, I'm an early morning guy anyway.
Yeah. Y'all, for real, mental health is a serious issue. Take it seriously.
Yeah, it is. But it's and I'll stay. I've said this for many years, and I'll continue to say it. If you are a mentally strong person, if you are self-aware, and you know yourself, you know who you are, and you're a critical thinker, and you're a good communicator, you can get yourself out of the darkest places just by those things that I just said.
Yep.
I have fought addiction that way. I have fought dark demons that way. You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about some literally putting hands on the damn bathroom sink, looking at myself in the fucking mirror. Like, oh shit, I don't even like that guy.
Yeah, you got to check yourself every now and then.
Yeah. So if you're able to do that, and you're able to tell who's talking in your head, a lot of people, well, some people suggest that there are 3 people talking to you at all times. It's you, it's your creator, and then there's a negative aspect. I don't want to jump out there and say it's demonic or Lucifer or anything like that, but we all have that good and bad. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So those 3 people are talking to you, and you got to figure out which one is you, which one you are. And if you can do that, then, like I said, you can climb out of the darkest places. But
Good advice, Paycheck. Good advice.
Just drop some real shit on you.
Real shit. Let me drop some other. Let me drop some other real shit on you.
Uh-oh. Don't hurt him, Hammer.
Things change over the years. Some things change and you notice them. Some things gradually change and you don't know shit about it until you notice it one day and you be like, huh, I don't remember shit being like that. Or I remember this or that or whatever, and you reminisce about it. But we're going to call this one Keep the Change.
Yeah, but wait a minute. We didn't even say hi to each other. And how's life? What you got going on in your life? Didn't your daughter just get some good news?
Yeah, she got accepted to Davis and Nepkins College here in West Virginia.
West by God, Virginia.
West by God, yeah. I'm just jumping all over the place, ain't I?
Yeah, it's all good. But that's exciting, bro.
Did I put the cart before the horse?
I think we've had to cut, retake, and we forgot what we've said and what we haven't said. We've had some technical difficulties this go around. It's been rough.
Yeah, it has.
It's hard to do a podcast 500 miles apart.
It is. It absolutely is. We've been doing it for almost 2 years now, and it's been a ride.
So talk to me. So she's going there to play softball, or she's going there to...
Well, it's funny you say that, Paycheck. She had planned on going to play softball, but with her being a freshman, she wasn't sure she was going to be able to get her foot in the door, and she emailed the coach a few days ago and said that she was interested in it, and she got an email back today, and they want her to come try out this Friday.
Which is a good thing because she's been balling all year. So she's
yeah, dude, she's hot right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a little nervous. I talked to her earlier, and she was telling me about it, and she said she was nervous as hell and all that. And I was like, just go out there and do what you know how to do. You've been playing ball since March or something, so just go out there and do what you know how to do.
Yeah. Tell her that everybody out there they're gonna know that she's nervous.
Oh yeah, it's a given.
Right. Once you understand that, then that kind of slows them down in the head a little bit about it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Right. Like these are coaches, they've been doing this for a long time. You don't think that you're nervous out there?
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. I know I would be.
No. That's good shit, man. Tell her I said congratulations.
Yeah, man, I'm super proud of her. I got 3 children, and I'm proud of each and every one of them. But the oldest one, she amazes me all the time, man.
Yeah. What you proud of Marshall about?
Oh, dude, he's smart.
Yeah.
I mean, he don't like school, but you can never tell it by his grades. Yeah.
Is it because y'all run a strict household?
No, we're pretty lax around here, man. I mean, my kids know the rules, but I don't like walking around with an iron fist enforcing them and shit. But
you don't walk around with a ruler, pacing back and forth in between the bedrooms while they're sitting at their desks.
No, dude, the rule's always been since I was a kid. When you get home from school, homework comes before anything. They come home, they do their homework, then they get to do whatever they want to do. So.
Yeah, but the thing about having a child or anyone being a student athlete is that there's sometimes, because my daughter, she's the same route that yours is, and hers is soccer, but she also works. So there's times where she don't get home during the school week until almost 11 o'clock.
Oh yeah. Well, see, Marley wants to work, but she's more focused on school and her grades and getting into college and getting all that shit straightened out, and then the work comes after, I guess. She's concentrating on work or concentrating on school and all that cool shit. So I can't tell her no, she needs to get her ass a job when she's focusing on school and trying to get good grades. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some money together, man, because senior year is gonna be expensive.
Yup. You heard? Have you seen or heard how much yearbooks cost at high school now?
But they've always been expensive. I remember as a kid, for the most part, me and my older brother were in the same school together, because he was 2 years older than me, and then my little brother was 2 years younger than me.
Right.
So I would be in school with my older brother first. Like I'd go up in grade, right?
Yep.
And then slowly my little brother would come up. So every now and then we'd be at the same school.
Yeah.
And on the same team.
So you get one yearbook, one team picture.
We shared
Yeah.
Whoever I went to that I was in school with, if it was my little brother or my older brother. You see, my little brother was in the 10th grade when I was a senior, and vice versa. I was in the 10th grade when my brother was a senior. Yeah, we had to share yearbooks. So the front half he got to get people to sign it, and the back half I got to get people to sign.
Yeah, I was getting ready to ask you how that worked out with signing yearbook.
Yeah, it sucked, man. But apparently they were expensive. I think I remember them being around $100 then.
No, man, we always paid $45, $50 for a yearbook or something, and me and my sister were far enough apart to where my mom and dad had to buy separate yearbooks, and my kids are just far enough apart to where they were in separate schools. Up until this year, my little boy and my middle daughter, they go to school together now, but it'll be only for 1 year. But they get separate yearbooks, man. You know what I mean? Like I can't. It's hard for them because they don't have the same classes. They're not in the same grade or anything like that. So it's just easier to buy two so they can do their own little yearbook signing shit.
Yeah, my ex-wife is real good about that. About making sure she gets. I'm the guy. You know what I mean? I work.
You're right.
I give them money, you know, but she'll be like, hey, your yearbooks are due, or it was junior prom last year, it's gonna be senior prom this year, and then homecoming. You know what I mean?
Yep. It's expensive, dude.
I see you looking at your ink that you got from Dan when we were in Rochester.
It's itching like crazy, man.
Dude, mine is completely healed already.
Yeah, mine is too, but I always get like phantom itch after I get a tattoo for some reason. I don't know why. My body's always done it. Every tattoo I've ever got, after it heals, I get like a phantom itch. And it's not like a regular itch. It's like a deep tissue itch.
Like you can feel that machine on it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not like, you know, aggravating or anything. It just, every now and then I'll catch a deep itch and I have to, you know, rub it down a little bit.
Yeah, I'm super pleased with mine, man. The placement, the work.
Oh yeah.
100% satisfied, man. Placement is key for tattoos. Not in Red's case, because Red's like a walking storybook. But you know, it's all on how you live your life or whatever. Some people, they plan a whole sleeve out and they'll go, you know, go in phases and get the whole thing complete. Or if you're old school like us, you know, we have random tattoos, we get more tattoos, and then eventually we'll throw some filler and, you know, and throw the rest of it up.
Yeah, I look at my tattoos like stickers, man.
Yeah, that's what you look like too. They look like stickers.
Yeah, that's what I want. Because eventually, like you said, eventually I'm going to have a lot of negative space and I'm going to need some filler. You fill it all in and it becomes one tattoo.
You know what I've seen a lot here lately that I kind of dig? I'm thinking about adding to my sleeve is the negative space being used as the art, the artwork. Not all of it. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
So they'll color in around. It'll be like a negative.
Yeah. Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So they
Yeah.
my skin's white or tan.
Right.
So they would use that color instead of putting color in it to form and just throw ink around it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's the whole big thing, but it's just the negative way
Right.
of looking at it.
Yep. Gotcha.
I've seen that a lot lately.
It's pretty popular.
Like you have it on your arm right now.
Where?
Right there on your forearm. Look down at your forearm right there. See that line right there in the middle? Up, right there.
Yeah.
That like that. That's negative space.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad we cleared that up.
yeah, that's negative space. Good job, Paycheck. Now you know your tattoo terminology.
Yeah. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to get some more pieces. I think that it's going to be like a cartoon stylish box guitar. Maybe one of them square one stringers, old school country. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you seen those? Have you people play those?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Those are just, if you know music, not this pop shit the Red likes to talk about, how much he hates. Yeah.
I was getting ready to say, wait a minute, motherfucker, you better tread lightly.
But if you really look into music, man, there's like go on YouTube and put in a search engine street musicians. Man, there is so much fucking talent out here. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I love watching shit like that.
Yeah, there was a guy. He had it was a box, like it was handmade. He built it. It looks like a old school handmade guitar, but it's got one string on it, and they do a lot of tapping and plucking and tapping, plucking.
Yep. Yeah, I seen a dude with a guitar on Facebook the other day made out of a shovel and it had one string on it.
Yeah, it's very similar to that whole concept. You know what I mean? Finding shit in the yard and making a fucking.
Yep.
There ain't a near tooth in their mouth. You know what I mean? I'm talking about old school backwoods. You know, somebody took it on their phone or video. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's old Grandpa Willie out there with his one string. You know what I mean? Singing that That old blues. That old.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then there's a Jamaican floating around that goes. His name is Brushy One String. Have you heard this guy?
I have. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Talented dude, and he plays with one string.
Yeah, I got on. It's a rabbit hole, man. I find something that I like, even a person, an artist, a musician. I'll come across something they like, and it's like a rabbit trail. I'll go to their next video, and then, you know what I mean. So I watched quite a few. He's got a lot of videos on YouTube.
Well, the one song that he had, I can't even call the name of it. It was super popular on YouTube for a while. Chicken in the corn or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was, but somebody videoed him playing it somewhere in Jamaica, and or wherever that is over there he's from. And then he turned into like this YouTube sensation. Now he's got like long dreads, and he plays like, he plays sitting on the beach and music videos and all this shit. So, I mean, but dude plays a beat up ass pawn shop guitar with one string on it.
You know there's gonna be some stank on that song if it's got the words chicken and corn.
Have you not heard it?
Of course I've heard it.
Okay.
Just told you. I'm a YouTube surfer.
All right, I was just making sure.
There's a guy named Fingers. He looks like an old California young beach bum. You know what I mean? He's got beads. You know what I mean? He's got like super blonde hair, tan as shit. This dude plays the guitar, and he's got stands where he's got like 3 didgeridoos on deck. And while he's playing the guitar and blowing into these didgeridoos, he's got like a tambourine anklet on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's got this wood box that he stomps. It's like the bass.
Uh-huh.
This dude's playing like 6 instruments, man. And they call him Fingers because dude can pick the shit out of that guitar.
I guarantee you.
Fingers.
Bang.
Yeah.
Bang.
Well, you don't reckon that old fella could play some guitar, do you?
Well, Fingers. Play us something right there, Fingers.
Yeah, or he's known for finger banging broads.
Oh yeah, that's a bad motherfucker if his nickname's Fingers.
Yeah. When I was like 13, 14 maybe, I was part of a group called the 4 Horsemen. Because the 4 Horsemen. Because we would get in the community pool and we'd finger bang chicks. So there was a couple chicks where all 4 of my boys at some point, finger banged one chick. So we were called the 4 Horsemen.
In the pool, in the community pool.
Yeah, in the pool, in the corner.
Damn.
Oh. Finger. 4 Horsemen. We used to hold our 4 fingers up like. Horse.
That's funny as shit.
Hey, females are wild, man. It's a front. You know what I mean? People don't think, they think males are more sexual than females are. And that's not true.
No. Oh, no, definitely not.
I had a lot of fun as a kid, as a young man growing up.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, can we get to this fucking episode?
Dude, I mean, we just chilling, man.
All right, well, let's at least tell them what it's about.
I already did, and we started talking about college and softball and shit.
All right, so tell them again, because shit, they probably forgot about that.
I know, right? We've been talking about music and panhandling and fucking...
We were there. Can we move on?
Yeah, we were there.
Guess what are we talking about today?
We are talking about the inevitability of change.
Change.
And you can keep the fucking change.
Change.
I'd rather have shit the way that it used to be.
Sometimes change is good. And sometimes changes are bad. Today, we're going to talk about some of the good things, some of the bad things, some of the things that you guys probably don't even notice, but as soon as we start talking about all this shit, y'all are going to be like, hell yeah. Man, hell yeah. That's some bullshit. You're right, Paycheck. You're right, Red. Sure enough.
Yeah, think about it though. Some of the stuff is immediate change, and you notice it right off the bat.
Right.
some of it is a gradual change, and you don't even notice that it's happening until one day you be like, man, I remember when that shit used to be whatever. You know what I mean? So some of this shit you gonna remember, and some of it you never noticed it.
Like fast food.
Oh God.
Fast food used to be a convenient place to get breakfast, lunch, and dinner
Fast.
at a reasonable price for your family. This was a family establishment. That's what they franchise or marketed it as, because they had all those characters out there on the playground. You know what I mean? Excuse me. Went through like a 3 burp deal there. But yeah, all the playgrounds are gone. All the food's different. Burger King changed their fries for a long time and just recently went back to the old school styles. It was almost like, okay, I like Burger King's fries, but I like McDonald's prices.
Man, I remember when I was in high school, we used to cut lunch and leave and go get something to eat. I would go to Burger King and get a Whopper, and I'd go to McDonald's and get my French fries.
You know, what happened to the 67 cents? 67 cents, 79 cents, or no, what was it? 69, 79, and 99 cents. You can get burgers for those prices. Remember, you used to be,
yeah.
used to be able to get a cheeseburger for I think it was 79 cents. I think a hamburger was
Yeah,
9.
right.
And the meat's probably not even fucking real meat.
No, none of it is. I think Wendy's is the only one that claims that they still have real meat.
It's almost like they cook whatever food gives off a certain scent that they've been able to determine attracts Homo sapiens. Dude, Burger King, the smell of Burger King is off the chain.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right? Hey, I won't even be hungry. I'm riding down the road, I'm riding on the bike, chilling, and all of a sudden I smell it before I smell a Burger King before I see a Burger King.
Mm-hmm.
And I immediately think, huh, yeah, I'd like to have some damn Burger King.
I could eat a Whopper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is that?
Well, I've seen that Burger King has this Impossible Whopper. Have you seen it? It's fucking plant-based. It's supposed to be like vegan or whatever.
Yeah. I guess it's okay that they offer something for vegans. That way they're able to stop there as well.
Yeah, but it tastes like a regular Whopper. Nothing about it tastes different. It's just made out of, it's plant-based instead of meat.
That tells a lot about a vegetarian or a vegan or whatever, because they sure do go through a lot of trouble to make their food taste like meat.
They do. Not that I'm knocking the vegan lifestyle, because, to each his own and shit, but I like me some meat.
Yeah, well, I get it. I get vegans. I've contemplated on trying it out or whatever. I currently don't eat red meat. I mean, I'll have a steak on Thursday, you know what I mean? But for the most part, it's, chicken and fish.
A steak on Thursday?
Yeah, we don't do Taco Tuesdays. We do Steak Thursdays.
Huh.
That's what we're into. That's one of the likes.
I can dig that.
Yeah, I used to like tacos, but Taco Bell just sucks, man. Did I mention this already?
I don't think so.
So I recently went to Taco Bell, brought it home, unwrapped it, took a bite. Not eat it from the side. You know what I mean? I'm a head tilter.
Yeah, you get that cross section.
And I can see the layers that are in there at this point. And dude, there is but a smear of taco meat. It was like
hold on. Say it again.
A smear.
Okay.
It's just a smear of taco meat.
They just give you whatever was on the spoon. They don't even dip it in the stuff.
Yeah, but they put it in there with like a butter knife and smeared just a little layer in the fold of my taco. All of them.
They put the taco meat on like they do peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Very much so. It's crazy, but see, I don't normally get tacos and stuff. I like a taco salad, but the taco salads are the same way. The ice cream scooper.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've seen them and had to say something where I've seen them dip that thing in and barely get any meat out for my whole taco salad, a little bullshit scoop. For it's a salad at this point,
Right.
with a little bit of meat sprinkled on top. Hey, we ain't got croutons, but we'll sprinkle some beef on there for you.
Right, but do you remember them giving you a lot though?
No, yes, yeah, that's the point in all this is that dude, Taco Bell back in the day, I remember meat and shit was falling all over the damn place. I had to eat it over at the table, or you remember back in the day you couldn't eat tacos in the fucking car.
No.
You'd have a meat, sauce, and all kind of shit up. Dude, now I get a little bit of lettuce on me.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah. But see, when I get soft tacos from Taco Bell, I usually take them out of the wrapper and roll them up where I can eat them while I'm driving. So I don't eat them like you do, like sideways and shit. I roll them motherfuckers up like burritos.
I like
Eat
to
'em
lay,
that way.
I like to lay out a nice, organized, thought out layer of napkins on my lap. So I'll drive with my knees together, you know what I mean, and lay just
Yeah.
a plethora of napkins
Yeah.
over my lap.
What about your shirt though? You got to cover your shirt up, right?
Right. So while I'm driving, I lean forward. You know.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That way everything falls on napkins on my lap. But the napkins,
Or on the steering wheel.
right? But the napkins on the lap only help prevent any kind of sauce drippage. Like it's not gonna hold your lettuces and your tomatoes. You know, them fuckers just bouncing off of legs
Oh yeah.
and hitting the floor. You know what I mean? So just for those who aren't, well experienced in vehicle eating, the napkins on the lap are for the sauces only, not for your lettuces and stuff. Okay?
Yeah, you ain't gonna ruin a shirt by getting some lettuce on you.
Unless it happens to have a little bit of sauce on it.
Absolutely.
Happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, fast food restaurants, taco meat. I meant to say that when I get the taco salads, I literally have to tell these people, and I pay for it, of course, and everybody looks at me funny when I do it. I tell them I want a taco salad and I want extra beef. Always 3 extras. That way, yeah. And they charge me like, I don't know, 69 cents per scoop or something like that.
That's not too bad.
No. One lady, she was an old black lady, had that old Southern, she's mama to everybody, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
She was like, I'm gonna go make this taco salad personal. She was offended. She was kind of offended that I asked for extra. So yeah, I gave them a good Google review.
Oh yeah.
So let's see what else changed. Walmart receipts, dude. Did you know that?
Getting longer?
No, those are CVS.
Oh right. Yeah. CVS.
But apparently, in some WalMarts, and a lot of them, apparently, I'm not sure about the one here because I don't go to Walmart. The wife goes grocery shopping, but you have to show your receipt upon leaving Walmart now.
You really always have to. That's why they have door greeters to check receipts and shit, right?
Right, but before, the receipts were for the big items that were not in bags. That way you can't just pay for like if you went through the self-pay or whatever,
Right.
just bagged everything else up except for the big item, of course, because it's a big item. You can't put it in a bag, so they don't ring it up. They just walk out. I mean, so I get that, but you could be walking out with a bag, 2 bags of like Skittles. You know what I mean? Maybe some breadcrumbs. You know what I mean? For your meatloaf or what?
Skittles and breadcrumbs.
Yeah, I mean just some random shit. So you got 2 small little bags, and you have to show your receipt on the way out. Now here's the thing that's weird to me. I mean, it's Walmart. I don't work there. I don't make the decisions at Walmart. You know what I mean? So
If you go through the self-checkout, you work there.
yeah, right.
I'm getting ready to fucking call Walmart for a W-2. Damn it.
Yeah. But what's weird to me is that the lady at the register saw me. Like, we communicated, we conversed a little bit. Hey, how you doing? How you doing, shouty? You know what I mean? We have us a little conversation, and she rings my stuff up and she bags it for me, and I pay for it. And she gives me the receipt. So it's just weird to me that now I have to show this receipt, to even get out of the damn building when the exit is literally. I mean, the greeter can see me paying for my shit. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I've seen video of this. Cameras.
They do this, I think, because back in the day, I remember going into Walmart back home, and there was a guy. It was Christmas time, I think, and there was a guy, and he would go in and he would buy like something small that would cost him like $10-15, and he would go to the back first and get him a TV off the shelf. And he would walk around with it for a few minutes, and he would get him something small, and he would go ring it up at the self-checkout when they first started doing self-checkout. And then he would put the receipt in his mouth and carry his little bag full of one thing, and he would tote the TV like he was in a hurry, and he would walk the fuck out.
Shit.
Yeah, because him walking out real quick with the TV because it was heavy, and he would just walk the hell out, and they wouldn't check anything. So he would do this like every day. And he would go in, grab a TV, get something small, pay for that shit legitimately, like pass the TV by the fucking self-checkout shit, put the fucking receipt in his mouth, act like he was in a hurry, carrying his bag and the heavy TV, walk right out with the TV. So I think Walmart loss prevention got keen to that shit. I mean, a lot of people doing it because I'm sure it happens everywhere. So they have to start checking receipts, because I used to work at Sam's Club, and when you go to Sam's Club and you buy shit at Sam's, and you go to the door to leave, there's a greeter there checking your receipt, matching your receipt with what's in the fucking buggy, to make sure you got everything paid for and you ain't slipping nothing by under the dog food right now.
Yeah, well, it's because with Sam's Club, you're talking about like, I'm in the middle of this, me saying that, I realized I can't think of the damn word. Like
items?
No, like a roll around flatbed, like like a hand cart.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I could see that. I guess they're Walmart's trying to be like Sam's Club and everybody else, because I'm sure BJ's and all your big established BJ's is kind of the same thing here in Jacksonville that a Sam's Club is.
Right.
Like Costco is a good same thing.
Yep.
Well, speaking of shopping, the way you bank is different. Everything about banking is different now. There used to be an art to banking.
An art?
Yeah. Have you ever seen a well-organized, well-put-together person's checkbook recorder?
Yeah, dude, I don't think I've ever seen a damn checkbook balance fucking thing in fucking years. Holy hell.
Yeah, but you remember, you every now and then as a kid, you'd see one.
Oh yeah.
So I'd pick it up and I'd scroll through it and I'd look at, that's how weird I am, but the penmanship, you know what I mean? You read it, you know what I mean? And it's got to be in the right place. It's got to be in the withdrawal or the deposit. You got to check that one. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Dude, I barely even use a debit card anymore, man.
Yeah, that's weird.
I use Google Pay.
Yeah. I don't work a company other than the bank having access to your money.
No,
Like
it's pretty secure. I mean, it's.
So what was before Google? Ask.
What do you mean?
What was the equivalent of
PayPal?
No, like Google, like Google search, Google in general.
Oh, Ask, I think.
Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves.
Yeah. So it's kind of like you gave Ask Jeeves all your banking information and told them to work it out for you and hold on to
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
It's just money, man. You can't take it with you.
Yeah, but you don't want somebody to take it from you before you leave.
Oh no.
What you mean? Does your bank have
I've only had my debit card information stolen from me one time, and they only got me. I say only. They only got me for $500. And that was because the gas pump that I stopped at to get gas one time had one of those fucking card reader things on it.
Yeah.
Somebody attached one of those to a fucking gas pump, and they got my information that way. But luckily, my bank stopped it before it got out of hand. Yeah, dude. I pay for anything at a convenience store or anywhere, like at Walmart or something. I just take my phone and just hold it up to the credit card machine thing, and it approves, and I'm done.
Yeah, but you can't take a picture of your check and it go into your bank.
No.
No,
I think
can't.
I can, but I choose not to do that. That's weird. What do you do with the check then? The check's void after that, right?
Right, and I just write void on it, big, over the whole check. One big word, void.
What do you do? Throw it away after that?
No,
Burn it? Put it in a file? What do you do with it?
in the past 2 years, I've saved every check that I've gotten. That's how I got paid as a contractor, was a check. I'd get it in the mail. I'd take a photo of it, front and back, sign it. You know what I mean? And it'd automatically right in my bank immediately. So you got to go pick it up. You got to go to the bank.
See, I'm old school though. I don't mind that. That's traditional shit. I don't mind doing that.
No, but that's something that's changed.
Oh, absolutely. But I don't
Move-
mind doing it though.
Moving on. Car technology or vehicle technology. Backup cameras, Bluetooth,
Wi-Fi,
seat warmers,
steering wheel warmers.
backup camera. Did I say that already?
Yep, you lost.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, I was in South Carolina a couple months ago, or last month or something, and I went out to eat with my family, and we took my sister's Tahoe.
Hey,
And,
shout out to Red Sister. In the
oh
top.
my god.
Shout out.
Yeah, so I didn't have good service down there, and I was trying to do my Facebook and on the way there or whatever. So she tells me to hook my phone to her car. She has Wi-Fi in her fucking car, in her Tahoe or whatever. You can get a vehicle with Wi-Fi in it.
Yeah. I would think that's weird if I was not a truck driver, but as a truck driver, we have the same concept. We have Wi-Fi in our trucks
Yeah.
through an electronic logging device.
So you're accustomed to that then.
Yeah, having Wi-Fi. Yeah, but it's weird though, because when all this technology first came into play, I don't know anything about technology. I don't know, I know the basic shit, but I was on Wi-Fi and I was stopped at a shipper or receiver and I was watching porn. And all of a sudden I thought, damn, can they track if I'm on Wi-Fi? You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Can they?
Probably. I'm not gonna say they can't because, I'm pretty sure they can.
Yeah, it seems like they would be able to pinpoint that truck and find out what URL addresses have been.
Yeah, through your IP address or something.
I hope I got some security on my shit.
Right?
But
I don't know because if it's a commercial truck like that, if the shit that goes in and out of it's encrypted for security reasons and all that shit, so you might be safe.
Yeah.
But the company that keeps a hold of that shit might know, but everybody don't.
Well, they have GPS tracking systems, and that's another thing that's changed in the trucking industry. Is back in the day, you used to have these big bubbles on the top of the truck for a GPS tracking system. Now you hook your phone through an app, through an electronic logging system that's plugged into the computer of your truck. So as soon as you roll, that thing picks up that you're rolling. So it knows when you're going and it knows when you're stopped. You know what I mean? So just having a phone and an app, you know what I mean, and a computer in the truck.
Boy, I bet you go through some fucking cell phones, don't you?
Yeah, and that's always been one of my biggest complaints is that I have to have like trucker apps that tell me about load information. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
GPS, communication between the carrier. Yeah, dude, my cell phone. But it kind of sucks because the cell phone is the most important part of being a truck driver.
Yeah. It didn't used to be that way. They used to keep manual log, right? Pen and paper.
Yep, pen and paper. I have drove from. I was in California. I had to get a 34-hour restart. A dispatcher calls halfway through it. She says, "Hey, I know y'all are on your restart, but I got y'all a load coming out of it. But there's no trailers in your area. There's no empty trailers in your area. The closest, this was Pomona, California. If I didn't say that, the closest empty trailer to us was Las Vegas, Nevada.
Damn.
Yeah, so we logged because we didn't run out of hours. It was convenient to do our restart there.
Yeah.
So we logged all the way there and all the way back. We got back. We tore those pages out. Went back to getting our 34-hour restart.
Damn.
Well, but you can't do that now.
No.
But you know, it's just another way of the government manipulating the system. It's sad, really.
Oh yeah.
People don't know the importance of truck drivers. You know what I mean? If the truck driving industry halted, and you will notice it. Everybody will notice it in 3 days.
3 days?
3 days. You'll notice it. You got to think at your, and I know this for a fact because I see it. A lot of people don't see this part of it, but there's always a truck at Walmart, at your Jiffy stores,
Yeah.
Everywhere. There's always there, or there's going to be a truck there. They're all waiting for a truck.
Yeah.
So when those trucks don't show up, you know, you'll see it in the water section, you'll see it in the milk section, and then it'll transfer over to the clothes section.
Oh yeah.
They do fuel. When the fuel's gone, because the truck driver didn't bring it, truck drivers bring that fuel to those gas stations.
Yeah.
So yeah, respect the local truck driver. Yeah.
I like how you threw that little truck driver segment in there.
Yeah. But car technology, it's ridiculous. There's fucking cars that drive themselves, for crying out loud.
Yeah, I want one.
No.
Oh yeah.
So, you put Christmas presents. What's up with that? What do you mean? What's changed with Christmas presents?
The price, the size,
Oh.
quantity, every bit of it's changed.
The electrical capabilities.
Yeah, with the electronics that the kids be getting. Oh yeah.
That has changed. When we were kids, I mean, as boys, or I have daughters now, but we got toys. Today, you get electronics.
Yeah. I think my kids stopped getting toys probably. I mean, we always get them a little something, but the toy thing has been long gone for probably 3-4 years now, I guess.
What do? You throw in a little Nerf football in the middle of all the electronics?
Well, a little boy, he still gets like boy toys. He's into Nerf guns and laser tag and shit like that. So him and his friends play laser tag and war with Nerf guns, and there's little darts and shit. But he was into Legos real bad. And dude, Legos have changed in price dramatically. Legos are expensive as shit.
Yeah, because they increase the quantity of the Legos that you get.
Oh yeah, dude. I remember getting Legos when I was a kid, and they'd be 150, 200, 500 pieces, 1,500 or whatever. My little boy got a damn Lego last year for Christmas, man. That motherfucker was like 10,000 pieces.
Yeah. Pretty sure you can get a 50-gallon drum full of Legos.
A what?
A 50-gallon drum of Legos.
Well, that would be cool.
You'll have it sit right to the house.
Yeah, that'd be cool as hell. So, like, the quantity of stuff though, like you get a say you get a Nerf gun and you have to have the bullets to go with it, right? The little dart things that have the suction cups on the end of them.
Yeah, and they're sold separately.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you might get like 20 with the gun or whatever, but you have to buy them separate. And they have these big ass packs of them where you get like 500 or another 100 or whatever. Dude, you get like 500. Let's say you get 100 darts. Them some bitches will cost you like $30 just for the darts. Yeah, it's crazy.
And then they lose interest in it, and they lose the, lose the ammo.
Oh yeah, well he's pretty good about it because he plays all the time and he keeps up with his guns and his darts and shit. He loses a few. I've hit him with the lawnmower before, but
Yeah.
He loses a few, but for the most part, he keeps up with them. So, what else has changed, you reckon?
Yeah, I had it pulled up here. Let's see. Dating. The dating scene.
Ooh, the dating scene.
Yeah. This is where we would have a sound guy, where he would put in that, 70s porn style.
We have a sound guy, but he has a day off.
Yeah, dating's changed. It's social media ruined dating. Not ruined it, but changed it.
Yeah, definitely changed it. And some it ruined a little bit of it. It took the mystique. Well, it actually added the mystique of dating because you get on these chat rooms, these dating websites, and you talking to these people, and you don't know what you're getting. You could be talking to a 50-year-old fat sloppy man, or you could be talking to a 12-year-old girl. You never fucking know.
Whoa, dude, that was super inappropriate. 12-year-old girl?
Yeah, you could. Have you never watched Dateline with Chris Hansen?
Frank, are we even allowed to say 12-year-old girl on this show? Right. He said no because we have it labeled as an inappropriate comedy podcast. So those words, put together like that. Yeah, you can't use that.
Frank's full of shit.
Fuck you, Frank.
Yeah, Frank, fuck you.
But dating has changed in a good way also, because it kind of allows you to kind of go through the riffraff quickly. You know what I mean? So if you're messaging on online, and at first I thought the internet changed dating, but it's really not. It's really the social, because on the internet you have to go out and look for it. With social media, you receive it. You know what I mean? People
it falls in your lap.
Yeah, people inbox you, people like your shit, or they like your profile, or they swiped right, or you know what I mean? So
yeah, there's a game that you play, though, and I think you've mentioned this before. There's a game that you play whenever, you're trying to hook up with somebody, especially if you're doing it on Facebook, which is pathetic. If you're trying to meet people on Facebook, dude, you need to go find something else to do.
No, dude, that's how it's done these days, man.
Yeah, but that's super creepy, man.
Check this out. So I go onto your Facebook, and I go to your friends list, and I find some little hottie.
Right.
So I go to her Facebook. Now it's limited on what I can see, but a lot of times you can see who their friends are.
Right.
So I go to their friends list, and I'll find a little hottie. And sometimes it'll say you have a mutual friend. So I mean that's just how the algorithms and small towns, or what I mean, something like that happens. So that's a good opener for the dating.
What's a good opener?
Well, so you message her and you say, hey, you showed up in my people that I may know because we have a mutual friend. So I'm Johnny.
Why would you do that? That's creepy though.
Because
you're just gonna message this chick out of the blue and say, "Oh yeah, I think we have a mutual friend in common." So what?
It's
Big deal.
It's the same thing if you were at the grocery store and some chick was at the damn meat aisle and you walked up to her and said, "Hey, I think I saw you at Tony's party 3 weeks ago." She was like, "Oh yeah, Tony." I was like, "Yeah. So how are you?" man, you gotta
Dude,
look, you gotta
adding
look
the
fine.
adding the internet to that though it increases the creep factor like
It's
a million.
It's only creepy. See, we need to do we need to do an episode about social media etiquette.
Social media etiquette.
Yeah, so here's a good example. If you find yourself in a situation to where your friend requesting somebody that you don't know, they're cute, they're hot, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You want to get in there, whatever. If you send the friend request and they accept the friend request, don't lay back in the cut like some creeper. You know what I mean? Because she's thinking, well, I don't know the guy, but he looks cute. His profile picture looks cute or whatever. Maybe they'll scroll through your shit and see that you're okay. He works. He's whatever. But you have to shoot him a message, or it don't have to be in. I always do it in a private message, but you can do it on their wall or whatever. Hey, what's up? Thanks for the ad. Or you can hit her on the message or whatever. Hey, appreciate the ad. You know what I mean? Just simple.
Dude, I don't know. My old school is coming out of me. That just sounds super fucking creepy, man. Because I mean, on Facebook, you stand a better chance of not talking to that fat, sloppy 60-year-old man or that 12-year-old girl. So, because you see who you're talking to, and it's a real person or whatever. But when you're in a chat room or if you're on one of those dating sites, you don't know what you're getting. So your chances of finding a real person that you want to talk to or whatever on Facebook is a lot higher. But
well, I can tell you this:
when you just randomly message a chick or a dude for that matter, and you just say, "Hey, I think I know you," or whatever the jargon is. You know what I mean? I don't really know it because I've been married for almost 20 years. I'm out of the loop a little bit.
First of all, we don't call it jargon. Okay, jargon.
What the fuck do you call it?
Well, that's not what it is. Go ahead.
See, I done lost my train of thought now. You done fucked me all up. Thanks for that. I appreciate it.
I wasn't listening to you anyway. Listen.
You probably weren't.
My point is that this is how it's done these days.
See, I have a rule though. If you friend request me on Facebook and I check you out, because I'm gonna screen your shit first. If I go to your shit and we ain't got more than at least 10 to 15 mutual friends.
What? Yeah.
I ain't doing it. Dude, just about every person on my Facebook page, I know them personally. I have a personal connection with every single one of them.
So none of them are internet friends?
There's a few that I've met through the beer community that some of them I've still never met. I mean, some of them are internet friends that I've met through the beer community, but for the most part, if I don't know you, you don't, no, because I share a lot of private information on my Facebook page, a lot of personal, intimate things. Yeah. So I don't want just anybody seeing that shit. So if I don't have at least 10 to 15 fucking mutual friends with you, don't friend request me. Because you ain't going to get by.
It's kind of rude. I feel like you need to open yourself up a little bit more.
Oh, yeah, dude. I'm open to a lot of shit, but when it comes to my personal information, you got to watch out.
Yeah, but with online dating, like social media, for example, like you mentioned, you can go to their profile and you can see, if they got kids or, if every photo is of her sitting on the couch, what a Mountain Dew, you know what I mean? That might not be a good relationship.
Yeah, you might want to just back on off of that one.
Yeah.
Unfollow.
Yeah, but this looks kind of boring. But I think that online dating is a good thing if you know how to do it. You can't be the creepy guy. Everything's got to be transparent. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Like there's been times where I've contemplated. I'm a scroller. I have a bad habit of scrolling. Like I take interest.
Mindless scrolling on Facebook.
Well, I take a interest to the people that I'm friends with on Facebook, and when I see, I'm watching their kids grow up. I'm watching little Tommy or little Timmy, hit his first infield home run. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you feel like Uncle Facebook Paycheck, don't you?
Yeah. Well, but I forget to like it, or I forget to comment on it. I like it. I laugh at it. I cry with them. You know what I mean? I laugh with you. All that shit. I just forget to hit the damn like button.
Yeah, because you remember, you think you did, but you ain't sure.
Yeah. Or social media is weird because I'll be scrolling down and I would have scrolled down quite a bit. And all of a sudden my phone will jump. The screen like is weird, and all of a sudden I'm back at the top.
Dude, I think I've hit like a Facebook timeline quantum leap or something.
I was just perfect wording for that.
Yeah, so just today, I was scrolling on Facebook, and I'm gonna got a question for you when I get done telling you this. I was scrolling through Facebook today, and I see like a particular set of friends and their stuff on Facebook, right? And it's like a picture of a truck or a picture of some of the hurricane damage back home or something, you know what I mean? And I'm scrolling and I see different shit in between it, but then it'll come around again.
Yeah.
I see the same shit from the same people.
I've noticed that too.
It's weird. Like, I just seen this like 3 miles ago. You know what I mean? 3 Facebook scrolling miles ago. I don't want to see it again. I hate Facebook's algorithm. Facebook sucks sometimes.
There's been times where I'll open up Facebook and I'll look at it, and the very first post was like 4 hours ago.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's no way that nobody's posted, out of all my friends, nobody posted anything in the past.
Yeah. This is the most. Yeah, Johnny Strickland is the most recent Facebook post in 4 hours.
Yeah, 4 hours ago.
Yeah, I do social media. I mean, I'm deep in it with this whole podcast stuff. I'm deep into social media, bad, and I hate it sometimes. But at the same time, I enjoy it because I get to see, friends that I haven't seen in a while or family that I haven't seen in a while. I get to meet different people, like through Twitter and stuff. I've met a lot of cool people on Twitter with this podcast, so it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. But it changes, it evolves, and what it used to be back whenever you got mail and all that shit, it's come a long way since then.
Ooh, yeah, we could have thrown that one in there. The internet in itself has changed.
Absolutely. Because like you can go on the internet and go to a porn site and just get porn, a plethora of it for free.
Yeah.
Whenever you used to, you have to get a VHS tape or a beta tape or whatever you had and a VCR and watch it.
And a dad.
Yeah, and a dad to have all this, yeah.
Or maybe your mom. I mean, women are.
Or your mom. Either way.
Yeah, porn's changed a lot.
I miss like the old, because I remember like full length hour and a half porn back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That had a plot.
Yeah.
Storyline.
And chicks were tan back then for some reason. There's a, it's like I guess
that's whenever the tanning bed first got popular, I think.
It might be actually, or it might be that a majority of the porn was coming out of California back then. I'm sure that's where it started.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guarantee you.
So it was California babes.
Is
that old? Babes? That's old. I fucked up.
Yeah, that's old. That's old school. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Frank, check how relevant babes are real quick. See if babes is relevant. Yeah.
So what should I have said? Give me an alternate word. I need something other than babes. Apparently. Bitches.
No. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Whoa. Hold on, Frank. Can we say bitches? Come on.
Fuck you, Frank.
Okay, we can't call them bitches. Ladies, honeys,
honey dips.
Honey dips. You can get away with honey dips because that's old school.
All right. I'll choose honey dips.
All right then. I'll allow it. Fuck Frank.
So yeah, I got a lot of honey dips off the. Oh no, we moved on.
Yeah, we're past that. We're talking about honey dips in the porn world, son.
Yeah, we're in porn now. My bad.
Yeah, we're talking about honey dips with tans and bush and all that kind of stuff.
I agree with you. I'm a little old school. I prefer my porn with a little backstory. I want to know how y'all got to this little situation.
Yeah, right.
Two of you end up in this room with me. Do y'all know each other? You know what I mean? Are you?
Yeah. Real quick. How do you know him? Real quick, before y'all get started, real fast. How did you meet? Real fast. Yeah, I'd be that annoying dude on set. Yeah, before we say action, how do you know this guy? Real quick. Is this a consenting thing, or is this cool, or what?
Right. Yeah, I like to know. I like to know what's going on. I like for there to be a build up.
Oh yeah, dude, you can click on them now, and it's just straight into it. Bam, they get into it.
Well, I think the way you watch porn, and maybe even the porn that you watch, is has a lot to do with who you are sexually, or with your sexuality. And for example,
and these porn sites will let you know what you've been watching. They will remind you.
Oh yeah. But for me, sexually, foreplay and the visual stimulation has always been at the forefront. So a storyline, or watching this thing play out and unfold, is that's what attracts me to that particular porn. You know what I mean?
Yep, absolutely.
But on a negative note, some of these bitches can't act. Oh wait a minute, we can't say bitches. Some of these say what was
honey dips.
Some of these honey dips, their acting skills, you know what I mean? It wasn't all that great. So it was a lot of cue card reading. You know how you can tell somebody's reading a oh hi Billy. You know what I mean? Like real.
That sure is a big cock you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like, you're in a bad way in your life if you're watching cue card porn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you in a bad way.
But today's porn is so much different in that as soon as you hit play, they're straight anal.
Oh wow! All in your face with it too, close-ups and shit.
Booty clapping, you know what I mean? All kind of weird shit going on. Yeah.
Oh yeah. If you want to get more, if you want to dive more into this, check out Paycheck and Red's episode on porn. A few episodes back, we get real deep into the porn.
Yeah, we've talked about porn on several occasions.
Oh yeah, it always seems to come up somewhat for some reason.
And it was in the masturbation episode at the beginning.
And the sex toy episode.
So we know, if there's one thing that Paycheck and Red knows, it's porn.
Oh, we know a lot about that.
Yeah, so don't you dare doubt our knowledge, our experience, or our ability to randomly pull up porn within the touch of our fingers on our mobile devices.
Yeah, we are speed porn watchers.
Yeah.
We'll make an hour and a half porn last 15 minutes.
Yeah. I like a good 15-minuter. I'll go through a good couple of scenes before climax. I like a variety, like a buffet, if you will.
A buffet of different scenes?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, I'm a fast forwarder.
Well, what's the, before we move on here, I have to ask, what's the go-to for the climax episode?
I'm gonna ask, man, anything with her flat down on the bed, legs together, me on top, or the actor on top. And
right.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask, man. I like a good ass shot.
Good choice. Another thing that, well, at least I am anyway. Paycheck used to be until he started driving a truck, and he can't anymore. But one thing that also that I guess you could say Paycheck and Red know about it, because a lot of shit's changed, a lot of shit hasn't. But weed has changed dramatically.
Yeah, it's changed a lot.
Quality, quantity, just the look of it. It looks different. It smells different. It tastes different. The prices are different. You can, the legalization thing is sweeping the fucking nation right now. So, I mean, like, I remember back in the day, you could go to the man's house and get a quarter bag, and it would cost you $25.
Yeah, you gotta know math and shit to buy green now.
Oh yeah, you got to know math and fractions and decimal points.
Yeah.
X carried a Y and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, if somebody was to ask me through text message if I hit them up for some green, I'm like, yeah, what you want? I wouldn't even know how to write it out. I wouldn't even know how to write it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so a quarter is here. You know, I know where those are.
Right. I'll be looking for the slash mark to do like quarter, or now I just spell it out.
I think I accidentally put point. I think my decimal point. I think I put 0.03 grams. I was
Lord.
I was looking for 3 grams, or something like that.
You looking for 3/100ths of a gram? Do a little salt bay on that motherfucker and just sprinkle you a little bit out on the table right there.
Yeah, like
There you
I think I want a 2/16. You know, something. I don't know. Something yeah, or 30 seconds. You get one of them 30 seconds.
Let me get a 5/16 bag, dog. Like I said, he wants 3/100ths of a gram.
Yeah. I'm like, I'll just tell you when I get there.
Yeah, I'll be right there in a minute. I'll just tell you that.
Yeah, but thank God there's talk text now. So when I do get hung up on little issues like that, I just say it into the mic and it spells it for me, and I'm like, oh, that's how you spell that.
Right? Yeah, because you buy 8ths, 16ths, all kind of crazy shit. Back in the day, it was just I want a nickel bag. If you knew somebody that had a nickel bag, I want a dime bag. I want a quarter. Some people, that's all you could get was dime bag. You had to buy a whole quarter worth of dime bag.
Yeah, hey, I've known somebody that got popped by the law because of that. He had bought like a quarter.
Yeah.
So he had like, I don't know, 8 nickel bags or some weird shit. I'm too intoxicated to do the math, but you get what I'm saying. And dude went to jail for intent to sell.
Damn.
He went and bought some personal, and they locked him up for intent to sell.
That's entrapment right there.
No, well, I mean that's what you get.
I know. You fucked up the comedic value of that joke.
Saying I was letting the listeners know that happens when you fuck with the bottom feeders. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, well, I mean, if anybody that's listening now listened to our Rochester recap when we interviewed the drug dealer, that dude broke it down.
Yeah, we know drug dealers, okay?
Oh yeah, I know lots of them.
If there's anything you want to know about a drug dealer, just let us know. Send us questions, and shit, we'll have one on.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Another one actually, because as Red mentioned, we had one on.
Yeah, we already did that.
Yeah, been there, done that. Where's my fucking t-shirt?
Yeah, we will scour the fucking streets and find another one. And we'll interview him to see if his prices are different.
So here's one of my favorite things, and this next one is music. Music has changed a lot,
Oh yeah, big time.
and here's one of the reasons why Red is my best friend. So when I was a kid, I was military brat, so we traveled all over the world. We lived in foreign countries, so we didn't get all the radio stations and all that shit, you know. So my musical taste was subjected to whatever they play on the channel that we get. So it was mostly everybody's hit single for the most part.
Right.
And the pop commercialized shit that Red often talks about. I mean, I really didn't have a taste in music. I mean, once I moved to where I'm at now, I'm a little closer to where I was born. You know what I mean? I feel my southern roots, you know?
Yeah, you get back to your roots.
Yeah, dude, it's so weird how that works, right? Like, I just had an epiphany just now. Like, did that happen naturally?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that a man or a woman can get lost in who they are if they travel so much. They become everything. They become everybody. You know? But then when you finally settle down, and like I'm Southern, I was born in Georgia. So when we moved back here to Florida, we live in Florida because of tax purposes, and you know, the economic system is a little bit better here.
Yeah, right.
But since we moved back, that's when I kind of got in. I got heavy into the different types of music other than the commercialized shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I owe you a lot for the music that I listen to now. You opened my eyes up to a whole different. If you like music and you're young, I don't know how old people are that listen to this, but YouTube shit. Use YouTube. You'll find that's a good thing that's changed about music and the internet is that you can access anything you want, any song you want, just by entering keywords into
Hell yeah.
I have literally entered backwoods music before, and the very first video was a bunch of dudes in overalls behind a barn doing a cover of it might have been Aerosmith or something like that.
Right.
Spoon,
Yeah.
washboard, the shine jug, the whole
Oh
nine.
yeah. Oh yeah. That's cool. Yeah, like, dude, when I was young, growing up, my parents listened to what we call now classic rock. But
Wait. Classic rock. And there were two different scenes in the classic rock, right? Because we had the hair band at the same time.
no, that's 80s, man. I'm talking about like 60s, 70s classic rock.
Okay.
So I listened to, growing up, my parents listened to that kind of shit. They listened, my dad was a big outlaw country fan, a big old country fan. So I grew up with listening to that shit. And as I got older, I got into like modern rock. And then it went from modern rock to, punk rock and then, metal. And as I got older, my taste didn't change. I still listen to all that shit, but my heart and soul is old country and this new country that I say this yeah, I guess it is new country. This
Visualized pop.
yeah, it's the opposite of pop country. It's what country music's supposed to be. Artists like Tyler Childers, Cody Jinks, Jamie Johnson, Coulter Wall, you know what I mean? Like all these new artists that are coming out that are making a name for themselves with real country music, not singing about fucking tractors and fishing and all this kind of bullshit. So
Coulter Wall. Is that the fella? I've seen a couple videos. I think it's him. He's had just a mustache at times. He's a younger kid.
Yep.
Wears a cowboy hat.
Yeah, he's like 24 years old, but he sounds like he's 50 and he smokes like 6 packs of cigarettes a day.
Yeah. He doesn't move around a lot. Kind of hugs the mic a lot.
Right. Yep. That's him.
Yo, I called the wife in there. I was on one of my rabbit holes going through, just different kinds of music and stuff.
Yep.
Sturgill Simpson, Jamie Johnson, Chris Stapleton, Merle Haggard, Johnny Cash. I mean, I could go on and on. They stay on heavy rotation here. Those are you have Leonard Skinner's.
Oh yeah.
But when you get on YouTube, you start seeing that Uncle Jim Bob and his friends there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's this music that you're talking about, these artists that we've mentioned. It's almost like you feel the story. You know what I mean? Like you feel the song. There's a couple of songs when they start off with that raspy. I don't know that first. There's a lot of artists that I like because of the songs I've heard them sing there. As soon as they started singing, they had that old time, and I knew it was gonna be. You know that song.
Oh yeah.
If you come across it, you hear that first note, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get into this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a lot of music. There's a lot of music that I listen to that's like that.
Yeah, Coulter Wall did that for me. I don't remember which song it was, but as soon as he started singing, I was like, fuck, this dude is ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like 24 and he sounds like he's 50 or something.
We need to get him up on some Roughneck because that mustache is pretty nice. Man, his beard was patchy as fuck.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah. Where he grew a beard out.
Yeah.
That's patchy. He got a gnarly mustache.
Oh yeah.
So Coulter Wall, if you're listening,
Right.
go to
Holla at Brad Jackson and the Roughneck Beard Company right there. Use promo code Paycheck 15 to save 15% on your order there, Culture Wall.
Yeah. That goes for any other famous musicians, entertainers out there that listen to old Uncle Paycheck and his boy Red. See,
Yeah, things
music-
change.
Yep. The music has changed. Music has changed, but for me, not the message, not the style. You know what I mean? Like I've always been true and true to that old country music. I grew up listening to all the greats. You know, Tiger, Johnny Cash. You know, a couple of blues bands. You know what I mean? Bluegrass bands.
Oh yeah.
But even today, I find myself going back to that era, that style.
Yeah, that's what that was my point earlier. Is that even as far out as I went listening to heavy metal and punk rock, I came back to, you know, my roots, and I started listening to the shit that I used to listen to back in the day.
I'm pretty sure if a dirt road is mentioned in the damn,
Yeah, right.
especially when they talk about red dirt. See, that's one of the things I like about some of these guys is that some of these guys grew up around, you know, where I'm from. So when they start talking about, you know, different counties or whatever, you know, that's I can relate to that.
Yeah, but dude, that's pandering at its best. That's what they want you to think. That's what they want you to listen to because they're trying to relate to you, so you'll buy their music.
Right, that's true.
And that's what I don't like about it.
Yeah, but sometimes
Like all these artists that I mentioned earlier, these people are storytellers. They tell a story. They don't just sing about dirt roads and tractors and
okay, but
you know what I mean? Like,
no, right, you're
that's
absolutely.
stupid.
But dude, that's what music does to people. Hear me out for a second. Here's a perfect example. You know Jamie Johnson's song "In Color," where it's, you know, what's this picture here, Grandpa? You know, it's black and white. Dude, that happened to me. My dad was in the military. We traveled all over the world. So every now and then we get to come back to Georgia and visit with family, and then we'd go on to the next country. So
Right,
while
that's my point.
wait,
That's exactly my point.
yeah. So there's you're putting a negative
Jamie
connotation.
Johnson is a storyteller. That's what he does. He tells story and he puts it to music. I mentioned Jamie Johnson earlier. He doesn't. I mean, I don't see where he does it that much, but a lot of these artists, and I'm going to go ahead and throw them out there. Fucking Florida Georgia Line does it. Jason Aldean does it. Luke Bryan does it. Fucking Carrie Underwood does it. All of them do it. They sing about the shit that you want to hear that they can relate to you with because they know you've been down a dirt road and they know you've ridden on a green tractor and they know that you've been to the fucking Bahamas. Like Kenny Chesney, that motherfucker sings about the islands and shit. He's got fucking cowboy boots and a cowboy hat on.
Yeah.
That's stupid, man.
Yeah, I never got into him.
Yeah, me either. It's stupid.
But I didn't get into the Jason Aldeans and the Luke Bryans and all them, not because of their music, but because of the what they're portraying. You know, the skinny jeans and the boots, the bedazzled boots, and the, you know, it's almost feminine. I mean, these are guys, you know what I mean? Like Luke Bryan. This dude was twerking on stage.
That's the one that looks like Butthead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the country music I listen to, them boys don't do that. You know,
No, they damn sure don't.
you see what I'm saying? That's what the things that I don't like about, you know, your commercialized artists. But you know, get back to what you were talking about. That's you're talking about that's what music does to people. So I don't understand how you're putting a negative on it.
Music does what to people?
So okay, so you're saying here's what you're lacking in your communication is that these guys don't write their music.
Who?
So, the Jason Aldeans and
Of course they don't, because they're not talented.
right, exactly. So they are that's your the propaganda that is being forced on the people, and you know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean. This dude, okay,
Listen to-
just any random pop country singer. I'm not even gonna call one by name. Just a random popular pop country singer. He has people write his music. These people write music to pander to the audience to get them to buy records, and so this artist can make money, so that songwriter can get paid.
Yeah. So
The artists that I mentioned earlier don't do that. All these people write their own music and they tell stories and they put music to it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So these popular mainstream pop country artists, that's what they're in it for, is for you to buy records. So they sing about those red dirt roads and those fucking green tractors and all that other shit. So you'll buy the record. They ain't never experienced none of that shit, but they sing about it.
Yeah.
That's what pisses me off. Like this motherfucker they call Dierks Bentley. You ever seen this motherfucker?
Yeah.
He's got like full tattoo sleeves and he wears earrings and his hat folded down real hard and low and shit. That ain't fucking country, man.
That's the new country.
That's selling records is all that is. And that's what it's about, of course. It's making money and selling records, but that's the part of country music that pisses me off.
He sold out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the guy's got an excellent voice. I mean, he sings his ass off. But just his image and the way he goes about it, and any of those people, I'm just calling him out by name because I just seen this dude the other day. I've heard his name before, but never really got a chance to see what he looked like, and I've seen him on a YouTube commercial or some shit. But yeah,
He sings that song.
dude, you could tell me he sings Jimmy Crack Corn, and I'd believe you. I don't fucking know any of his music.
No, you know the song. It was Becky was a beauty from South Alabama. Dad had a.
Never heard it in my life.
Dude, I got like 2 bars in.
I've never heard that shit ever, because that's not the shit I listen to.
That's probably because you don't listen to radio.
No, I very seldom listen to the radio, and when I do, I change it because it sucks.
Well, they wouldn't play that song anyway because that's been years ago.
But
He's been for a long time.
whatever, I don't care. Like, there's one coming up now, Luke Combs. This dude, he's got an awesome voice. He got his start on YouTube, actually. I think he's trying to bring it back around to real country, just like these other emerging artists like Tyler Childers and Sturgill Simpson and Chris Stapleton and all these other guys. They're trying to bring it back around to where it's supposed to be and boot all this other bullshit out of there.
Yeah. And if you get on YouTube and search, you know, just be creative in your search when you want to find underground shit. You know what I mean?
That's the best kind.
Yeah, that's where it's all at. But speaking of Dick, Red's not gonna. He's probably not really gonna be into this, but you know, I have tickets actually to go to a concert in October
So let's see who.
to see my boy Machine Gun Kelly. He's coming.
No way.
Yep, he's coming to Jacksonville.
I hear you.
What up, MGK?
Man, don't be shouting that motherfucker out on this podcast.
I like him. I mean, he's I like his shit. So fuck you.
Yeah,
probably-
I'd like to bitch slap that motherfucker one time.
Dude, that was super aggressive right now.
Good. I'm calling him out. Justin Bieber got to call out fucking Tom Cruise, so Red's calling out fucking Machine Gun Kelly to get in the ring one time. Let's throw some hands.
Yeah, well, you're no Justin Bieber though.
I ain't got to be Justin Bieber.
Listen, I appreciate an artist. Okay, I don't care about any kind of negative shit he's got with somebody else. You know what I mean? Any kind of drama or whatever with Eminem and all that dumb shit. I don't care about all that. I have listened to this guy often. I mean, not often, but a lot. Some underground shit, some mixtapes. The dude's got talent.
Who are you going with?
Jackie.
Huh.
She likes his shit too. Look, let me tell you something about music.
Oh, please do. Please tell me something about music.
Listen. I already sucked your dick and said that I appreciate, that, some of my music taste is due to you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But, because I'm cultured and because I'm a YouTube, scroller and whatever, I've been around a while, okay? At any given point, some Bob Marley might be playing in my house. some Beastie Boys. You know what I mean? Might have some Odyssey playing in here. Might have some of that old Sweetwater Revival. You know what I'm saying? Backwoods harmonicas and tooth harp.
A what?
A tooth harp.
A tooth harp?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
I knew you was gonna say something, motherfucker. Just tell me what it's called, then. Look.
Man, this motherfucker said a tooth harp.
A tooth charp.
No, dude, it's called a Jew's harp.
Whoa. It's called a juice.
No, it's called a Jew's harp.
No, I don't think so. Frank. Jew's harp?
Yeah,
He-
see? Yeah, he's
Yeah.
shaking his head, yeah.
Oh, he said he don't know. He's
No,
gonna.
he's shaking his head, yeah, on my side.
No, he said he's gonna look into it. He don't know for sure. So we'll allow it for now.
Yeah, it's Jew's harp.
I think it's a juice harp.
No.
We'll look. We'll get back into that. But anyway, see, read my damn joke.
That's funny, dude. I can't help it.
You know what I meant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
All right, that's it. There's another episode. I hope y'all enjoyed that. We enjoyed it. I've masturbated twice while doing it, so I appreciate it.
That's really good. So you've been looking me in my eye this whole time while you was jerking off.
No, all the times that I wasn't looking at you, that's when I was masturbating.
Okay. That's acceptable then. Don't look at me in the eye with your dick in your hand. That's can't do that.
I'd never.
That breaks bro code right to start with.
Agreed. So there it is. That's all we have time for today. See ya!
Later.
You've been listening to the Conversations with Paycheck and Red podcast. Check out Paycheck and Red on Facebook at Paycheck and Red, Instagram at Paycheck and Red podcast, and Twitter at Paycheck and Red. And don't forget, paycheckandred.com, where you can buy merch, you can subscribe to the podcast, and you can listen to the podcast.